Hey community, how are you? Janine Macklin here, transformational speaker, your wealth guide and catalyst. And I'm on a mission to really empower women to have more money in their pockets. That's just the bottom line. But for all of us to begin to shift the relationship we have with money and with ourselves, our sense of worth and value, so that we can live more fulfilled lives, more lives of joy and reaching our goals and living in happiness. I just want you to see where I am since we're on lockdown. But we can still exercise outside as long as we're 6 feet from each other, and that's just what we're doing. I'm in California. This is the Pasadena Rose Bowl. And yeah, this is where the parade ends, but this is also the course that we walk around the Rose Bowl, which is 3.5 miles. Today, though, I want to talk to you about something that seems to be with us more often than we choose to, and that is fear. F-E-A-R. Is that it? F-E-A-R. 4 letters could be so disarming. 4 letters can be just debilitating. How did they get so powerful? Oh my gosh, I suspect the first thing that may have happened to many of you when we first heard about this was, you just took a deep breath, and I don't know if have you started breathing yet? Are you still on the edge of your seat waiting to see, oh God, what's gonna happen next? What are they gonna tell us next? Shucks, that's a lot of noise. But did you ever take in a deep breath? Did you ever let it go? Have you anchored yourself and accepted the fact that there is a power bigger than all of this that will continue to sustain you, that has always sustained you? Matter of fact, it's breathing your breath right now. So fear, F-E-A-R. We say it's false evidence appearing real. That's what we say about it. How well? Good morning. How's that working for you, huh? You're like, well, there's nothing false about this virus, huh? No, that's true. But what may be false is the thoughts you're thinking. What may be false are the stories you're telling yourself. What may be false is the energy that you have within you, that you're sitting out, that's coming back to you. Because if you listen to one of my earlier recordings where I talk about the law of vibration, since everything is moving and everything is vibrating, all of your thoughts and all your feelings that you send out, they come back in a circular pattern, so they come back to us. That's the law. So how do we deal with fear? Well, probably the first thing everybody was afraid of is, oh, I'm gonna get it. I have to say I never was afraid about getting it, which is probably why I haven't gotten it. I noticed that what I don't stand in fear about doesn't come anywhere near me. So, well, what if I get it? Well, what if you do? What we're learning now gradually, they did this backwards, is that people get the virus and they live. They actually end up getting the tests that they need, even though they're not enough. They actually get, they are isolated, because what needs to happen, usually it may be a low grade kind of fever. It's not some full blown thing where you're gonna die immediately. So what matters though is what you tell yourself when you're in the fear. That's the only thing that gives fear power, is what you tell yourself. So if you're telling yourself, oh my God, we gotta do this because we're gonna catch it. Oh my God, I can't do this, oh my God. Well, you're attracting that feeling to you and carrying it. Here's an affirmation. Put it all over your house. Put it on your iPads, put it on your TVs. And that affirmation is simply, I am healthy, whole, and complete. Your thoughts impact you. Then what actually fuels fear even more is your feelings. Because you walk around, even though you're laughing and talking with other people and, maybe having a good time with your family, underneath it all, though, is this sense of, oh my God, what's going to happen? Well, we live a life and we live on a planet where we won't know what's going to happen every single moment. That we really, literally, like I'm doing to get around these 3 miles, is put one foot in front of the other and trust. You say, okay, what am I going to trust? The world's going to hell in a handbasket. No, it isn't. The world's evolving. We've been here before. What, you thought just because they had the concentration camps in Germany and they had the wars all that time, you think we weren't going to have any times like that? Sure we are. For us, luckily though, it's a virus. Now granted, if we follow directions and do what we're told and wash our hands and keep our hands out of our mouth and out of our face and stay distance from each other and stop talking to each other, hugging each other and spreading it, before we know it, it'll be contained. That's what we do know. So when your fear pops up, get clear on what you do know about something, more so than what your mind is driving you crazy with false beliefs. Here's the affirmation again. I am. 2 most powerful words in the universe. I am healthy, whole, and complete. You have fears. Take a piece of paper and write, these are my fears. And write them down. What are you afraid of? I'm afraid I won't be able to pay my rent. Maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck. Didn't think you needed to back up anything. Okay, that means you're going to have to make some phone calls. You're going to have to ask for some relief. Have not heard and cannot believe they're going to now start kicking people out of their houses because they're behind. But that means you're going to have to negotiate and fight for your family with different business companies. If it's your mortgage, if it's your rent, gas, electricity, you want to get on the phone and call and say, hey, I need a month break or 2 months break. Period. Boom. Let that fear go. What's another fear? I'm going to get it. Gave you an affirmation. I'm whole, perfect, and complete. What's another fear? You're not going to lose your job. They're going to need every single person that's not working right now to come back to work, to fill those positions, to keep this universe and this world going. So what you want to do too is cancel out some of those ridiculous fears that we can have, and remember that there's still a presence that's keeping the sky up there and the sun shining. So write those fears down and then really honestly put the paper down. Come back the next day and look at them when you're at your happiest moments and see how much of that is real, how much of that is make-believe, how much of that is just out of control, just completely out of control. If you've got one of those, oh my God, I'm gonna get sick, I'm gonna lose everything, then after I lose everything, I'm gonna die, come on now. Granted, they've said our elders are more susceptible and those who have pre-existing conditions. Well, even with your pre-existing conditions, now is the time to start taking care of yourself, doing the exercise, eating healthy like you're supposed to be doing all along. And then for those of us who don't have any of it, we still need to take care of our bodies, eat healthy, drink plenty of water, wash our hands like crazy, and do what they've told us to do. But please, as best you can, don't let fear run your life. That's something that's all made up. It's something we nurture. It's something we feed. That's the only way fear exists, is because we feed it, and we feed it with our thoughts and our worry. So whenever something comes up and you hear yourself saying, oh my God, such and such, catch it. Write it down and then write just the opposite for yourself. And then begin to repeat that new statement and plant something new in there instead. Oh wow, this guy is out here racing his cars. So cool. So for now, take good care. Leave your remarks below. Let me know any questions and concerns you have. Would love to give you support and inspiration as we continue on this journey together. And we are in this together. Bye for now.